Hello there, people, human beings, extraterrestrials. Welcome back to Domas's channel. Walking and talking as you prefer. I prefer this also, I think. It's good to separate drawing from just walking in the nature and focusing fully on a conversation. I'm grateful to all of you for coming onto this channel and listening. I want to let you know that you're special beings, you're light beings that are in this world, in this human body, going through human experience. And it's good to experience being a human. Sometimes it's strange, but it's all for a reason. I think we come here to learn how to perhaps sacrifice is the word in my mind at the moment. Sacrifice that which is not beneficial for you in the long run for something that is very beneficial for you in the long run. I was just talking to a friend of mine about the next steps in our life, and we were talking about poker and playing poker, and he was telling me about the environments that he has to be in, or one has to be in when playing poker, and how destructive that thing is. Like, you gotta kind of shapeshift in order to change who you are, in order to not tell people what card you have, and in order to win, you gotta be a completely different human being. And in my eyes, because I don't play poker, or I don't play anymore, I used to, but I'd never played for money stuff. So he was, in my eyes, I'm like, well, that's, if you're gonna win money and you're good at it, and you might as well do it. You sacrifice something for earning money. But he was like adamant. He's like, I really don't want to do it, because it really messes up with my mind and with how I am. So I thought, okay, cool. Well, then what else could you do? What else could we do? Like, I have these studies in front of me that I'm preparing for. It's got like a week left, and I'm gonna take part in learning how to do massage therapy. So I'm like, in my head, working for something for the betterment of somebody. What good do you get from playing poker? You get money, but what good does it do? So I think sacrifice is important. Like, I'm gonna have to sacrifice my time and energy in order to learn something, but something that is, I think, good in the long run, helps people. So helping people is, I think, not necessarily physically, but also mentally, like, you change someone's body and you change someone's mind and psychology as well. So yeah, there's I think that's what we come here to learn, because you finish school and eventually you have to sacrifice that free time in order to study something, and you kind of sacrifice everything else that you were learning to learn this one thing, because you have to like narrow down in things that you are good at to become really good at something, at one thing. So it's tough making these choices. I don't seriously, I don't know how to do it. Like, I can do a little bit by a little bit. Like, every day I sacrifice some time in order to record these videos. And, you know, I think that's good, like, in the long run. It's good for you, it's good for me. But, yeah, then you realize that's how you become the master of your destiny, you know. You sacrifice things for something that's really good in order to grow, you know. You got to shed some leaves, shed some skin in order to become bigger, you know. Have to leave the old you behind. That's the thing. It's like leaving the old you behind. How do you do that? You got to change your mind. You got to change your perspective on things. You got to like transform completely, you know. And that transformation it kind of strips you of everything, you know. You got to start thinking differently. You got to start dressing differently. You got to start acting, talking differently. And yeah, that's basically it. So, and I know that we're all going through this. I know that you're going through this every single day, little by little at least. So I'm proud of you. Thank you for doing that, because you're probably choosing the path that is not the easiest, you know, and get on that path. It's worth it. And keep doing it. Keep digging into your subconscious mind. Keep finding new things to transform, because you gotta sacrifice the old self in the end. That old self, it was good for the time being, but now there's a new you growing that you don't even know who that is. You know, you keep finding out every single day what that new you has to do in order to improve, in order to become better for the humanity, if that's what you're going for. I think that's what we're all going for, in a way. I was having a chat with another friend, and it made me realize that you got to set your goals right. Like, you got to really want to help people in one way or another. You got to want to help, because if you're just doing it for selfish reasons, in the end, I think, one, you're not gonna last for long. You might have a good run for a bit, and then eventually you might lose everything. But two, you gotta really like do it for the betterment of society. And it starts with you. So if you're making yourself better, that's good. And then eventually you can help others. But first of all, you gotta help yourself. So change that mind. The one that thinks negatively, the one that pushes you into negative thought spaces and thought patterns. You know, you're the master of your own destiny, as I said in the previous video. You're really one of the good ones. So keep that in mind, because we're all angels in disguise. We all just really mastering how to be in this world, and you've got this. So I'm proud of you. Love yourself, love others, and keep doing the good job that you're doing. This was another walk and talk with Domas. Thank you for being here. Have a great day, morning, evening, nighttime. And yeah, keep on sacrificing that old self for the new one, for the better version of you. And you'll see things will get better. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.